Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel now.
Yours, ours, theirs, who knows?
It's mine. Today I'm eating sushi. Like always. It's either McDonald's or sushi. Those are if I am gonna eat out, those are like my two things that I like to do. I don't really like Burger King and breakfast. But breakfast is like sit down and like I'm not gonna film that. Today I have seaweed salad to be like healthy. And then I have spicy cheese rolls. There's like panko crumbs that they toss in spicy mayo, cream cheese and cucumber, spicy mayo, and then this nasty, thirsty Buddha watermelon sparkling coconut water. I love coconut water. I love sparkling water. Saw these at Costco. I was like, these look really good. They're not. There's one flavor that's not that bad, which is grapefruit, but this watermelon one, but they're like so expensive. It was like $13 for 12. So like over $1. They're not good.
They're gross.
They're just not good. It's not even the coconut water. It's like, it's the artificial flavor is so strong, which doesn't make sense to me because it's like if usually people that are drinking coconut water or sparkling water are like somewhat health conscious, like somewhat, and then they put this like disgusting artificial. No, this is not natural watermelon flavor.
You know what's weird too? Coconut water, I only like coconut water out of a coconut.
Yeah.
Like straight up out of a coconut. Like we went to, where were we?
Aruba,
and we got a coconut like off the tree, like there was like a local vendor, whatever, and he cracked it open for us, gave us a straw, drank it right out of the coconut, and then we had the meat after.
Oh,
and
that was good.
It was so good. And
it was
then
such a
like
good snack.
You buy like coconut water here and you love it. I don't really like it that much, but I really,
it's acquired.
It is, yeah, I think so.
It
but
is.
I did like it out of the coconut. I don't understand that.
What?
Ugh.
I'm rushing kind of because I have to go to my accountant and I'm just pissed off that they never teach you this stuff in school. And it's like so stressful.
Wait, what stuff?
Like taxes and stuff.
Well, yeah, no, I know. Don't teach you anything about finances, taxes.
So I've been self-employed for 8 years. And this is my first year being incorporated and self-employed. And it's just not fun. It's just not. I'm actually like kind of upset about it, actually.
So you've only been self-employed, right? Coming from someone who worked, like got like a T4, which if you're not Canadian is just like your tax return form from like your employer that lists like how much gross income you made and how much taxes you paid and blah, 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 blah. Coming from like working a job that had that and then to self-employed, I will say tax season is way more stressful self-employed because there's a lot more you pay. Like self-employed is cool and all, but like you got to remember you have to put your money away for taxes. If you don't, you are literally screwed come tax time if you're not putting money away. And like it's a lot easier when the employer just kind of takes it off because you really don't notice it.
Right.
But then also, like, when you're self-employed, you pay both sides of, like, CPP, which is, like, Canadian pension, and, like, a bunch of other stuff.
You're paying, like, to be the employer and
the employee, yeah. Even though you're self-employed and you might work for yourself, by yourself.
You still have to pay
both, yeah, right. So it's so weird, and it becomes a lot more stressful. Yes, you have write-offs and stuff, but those you also have to track, like, you have to have your receipts. You have to have like all your shit organized, and it's like it's a lot. It's a lot. It is very stressful. So I don't blame you.
And my corporation is in August, and then my personal was obviously at the end of the year. So like January is when I would be start doing my taxes. So it feels like it's just never ending.
You're always in like tax time.
And I always think I save up enough, and then I never do. And then when I finally have to go to the bank and write the check, I literally have to not think about it. Like I just have to just hand it, and they always are like, "Are you sure this is right?" Like I'm like, "Yeah, sorry, it is. Unfortunately, it's correct." And then it makes me upset because I'm like, I could have bought like literally, I could have like paid off my house by now.
Could have, yeah, paid off the car, paid off the house, a lot of stuff.
And then, what sucks is I pay into these taxes, right? Like everyone else does. And then I will never get unemployment. I will never get maternity leave, which I know in America they don't even have, which is so screwed
That's
up.
crazy to me. I never knew that
Some
either.
companies have it, but it's like 8 weeks or something.
That's not enough time.
It's not enough. Even honestly, we can go up to a year and a half here, and it's
18 months,
still not
right?
even enough time.
I think it's a year you get, isn't it like 50 or 60? What is I don't even remember what you get like 60% of your pay?
I think if you do like a year, it's like a certain amount, and then if you do 18, it's only 35%.
Right.
And they have a max. So for me, it's not even worth it. It wouldn't even cover my mortgage. They have a max amount. I feel like if you're going to say you're going to do a percentage of someone's income, it should be a percent of their income, not a max.
Yeah, percentage up to a certain
right,
amount
and then it's like whatever
dividend.
one's cheaper.
Well, yeah, of course, the government never gonna win.
But it's like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Anyways, I can't even get that. It's just annoying. But I'm thankful for my job. It's just taxes that annoy me, but I think it annoys everyone.
Oh my god, yeah.
But seeing it and like having it in your savings is even harder than just taking it off.
But I'm telling you, like, the difference between working for an employer and being self-employed, tax time is like, when I used to do my tax, I literally did them myself. Mm-hmm. You go on like TurboTax or like whatever, and it would literally take you like not even 20 minutes of your time, and you would just be done. That's it.
Right.
And most of the time, you didn't owe money. Sometimes you did, and then I knew people that were getting back tons of money every year. I never got back money, but it was I was very jealous. Some people love tax time.
Yeah, because they get money back.
They're like, oh, I'm gonna get money. I'm like, well, that's nice.
Which good for you guys, because
Yeah.
hell yeah, you better take the government's money.
I would too. Shit.
You better.
Absolutely.
I don't know. It sounds like I'm complaining. And I guess I am complaining. Everyone complains about taxes, but it's more just like more stressful. And not even because the amount, just because like the amount of work that comes into it. Like, I have to like keep track of like literally everything.
It's also scary.
I have like 4 credit cards.
It's scary because you never know what that number's gonna be. They're like, hey, you owe this.
I think that's what they're gonna talk to me about today.
Yeah.
And so you might have to come pick me up.
Yeah.
In an ambulance.
Oh, also, I saw some comments last video about, so Karlee was telling you guys that I went and got like a colonoscopy done just for like, so basically, colon cancer now I guess technically runs in my family. So that was one reason. And also, as you guys all know, I have celiac disease, and I was like super paranoid, like you can ask Karlee. It was like consuming my day, like every time I'd think like, okay, I know I have celiac, but like, what if it's something else? You know, you never know.
Or what if it's celiac and something?
Right. So that's why I requested to get a colonoscopy. So literally, I should have got one probably 5 years ago, and I would have only been 20 years old. And somebody was saying like, oh, you know, I tried to go get one, and you know, they denied me, or like, oh, I was too young. I don't know how they did it at that age. So because I have pre-existing, like, I guess digestive issues or whatever, I think they were more prone to letting me do it. But also, I did have to push for it. Like, I talked to my, I don't know what they're called, but the person that does
I think it's a gastroenterologist.
Yeah, something like that. They do like the endoscopies and the colonoscopies. And I talked to him, I think 4 or 5 times before I was like, hey, you know, I really, because he was always saying, he's like, you know, you're too young, you know, don't worry about it. He's like, I don't think it's that, don't worry. But I'm like, you know what? Nowadays, you literally never know. Like, I see 22-year-olds getting stuff, and you're like, okay, well, you know, nobody's immune to that. So, I basically really had to push for it. And then he was like, yeah, no problem, we'll do it, no issues there. So, if you aren't able to get in, because my brother had that same problem, he wanted to get one and they didn't let him. I know in Canada, I don't know if it's the same in the States, but because I know it costs money out of pocket there.
I think a lot of it is because they need to give their insurance a reason to cover it. So they have to like prove like I'm having this or that. So I think that's what's different.
Right, understandable. But if you are Canadian, like, and you are being denied that, you can tell your doctor to put it on your chart. Like, okay, say you're denying me, like, write it down, write it out, so that somebody knows that you denied me, so in case anything ever comes up, they'll be liable. And most of the time, they'll just send you.
I've never seen a doctor be like, okay, yeah, I'll write it down, and then...
Yeah, they just send you. They're like, okay.
Because here's the thing, if you know your body best, and like, yes, I know doctors are not supposed to like scare you, and they're not supposed to think worst case scenario, but sometimes just to ease your mind,
yeah, give you some peace of mind, yeah.
You need to just do it. And like, you need to push for it. You're not asking, you're demanding.
Yeah.
You need to literally demand it. Like, this is what I have, and this is what I want, and I need it. And then most of the time, a good doctor will not, because they don't want to be liable if something, God forbid, were to happen.
Right.
And they've been asking for a colonoscopy for years, and the doctor was like, no. And then it comes back 5 years later that they've had it this whole time, and the doctor wasn't, they've been asking.
Exactly.
They won't do it. They will not deny you usually. But I think in America it's a little different, because you need to like do certain steps for your insurance to cover it, so I'm not sure if that's why. But here it's different, so I don't know. Like, it's just covered. Like,
I don't know
by our government.
I don't know who it was where they were from that left that comment, but basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, somebody I think also said, "Oh, you guys must be rich to get a colonoscopy." Like, we are Canadian. Fortunately enough, we do pay for it. I don't want anybody else to get it messed up. We pay for our healthcare and our taxes. Like, our taxes are very, very high. Our provincial taxes.
But I wouldn't have it any other way.
Like,
I see, it's weird because I'm complaining about taxes in the beginning.
No, but it covers a lot of things.
But I'm at the same time, I'm so grateful because I never have to, like, a lot of people in America like will hesitate going to the ER because they're like, it's going to cost so much.
Right.
Unless something's super wrong. But here, I mean, it is kind of a downfall though, because a lot of people abuse the ER.
And their wait
like,
times
they'll just go there for like a fever.
And that's why our wait times in our hospitals are just astronomical.
I mean, I really am thankful that, like, if I feel like there's something wrong, I could go get it checked out with having a financial burden.
Mm-hmm.
And being like, oh, I'm just being crazy. Like, no, because there's a lot of things, like, for example, my endometriosis surgery was completely covered by the government, which in America, like, I know so many women struggling with endometriosis that literally have to, like, go in debt to get surgery to make them just be able to live and to be able to work.
Right. That's crazy.
So.
But yeah, again, we do pay for it, but I will never complain about our Canadian system. I mean, there are some things, but because of the fact, like, that's how I was able to go get it. And that's how I was able to do it. Like, I know in America you still can. I know people that are in their 20s that have gotten that done in America. But, yes, that is how it's not that we're rich. It's that the Canadian system will cover those things, those procedures, under our healthcare, under our Ontario healthcare initiative.
Right, like, I had this weird feeling in my stomach for, I don't know, 2 years, and then I got an endoscopy, and I was thankful that I was able to, like, have a peace of mind of, like, okay, it's nothing, like.
That's literally all it is, like, again, if you.
And you should have the right to that, and I don't like how Americans don't have the right to that. It just doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know where this person was from. I don't know why they commented that, but yeah, if you knew we were Canadian, you know our healthcare is included.
We still have health insurance. It's very confusing. We still have health insurance.
Yeah.
So it's like antibiotics and like certain stuff after 25 is not covered, but like ER visits, surgeries, doctor's visits, but the dentist is not free.
No.
So it's more of like necessity, like colonoscopies, endoscopies, x-rays, ultrasounds,
blood work,
all that stuff is free, but when it comes to like actually getting like prescriptions or anything that's not considered like health, which I don't know why dental is not covered, but dental, like, so, like, even getting your teeth cleaned is not covered. But so you still need health insurance, and you need OHIP at the same time.
OHIP everybody has, but after 25, they stop paying for your medications. Mm-hmm. Most of them, anyway. Like,
yeah.
So yeah. And Kappa's smells the fish.
There's no fish in here.
Okay, so I don't know then.
I know, guys. I got sushi with no fish, but it's like my favorite roll ever.
You didn't even tell them what you're eting.
Yes, I did.
Oh, you did? You said what it was?
Yeah, I said it was a spicy cheese roll. I said there was panko with spicy mayo, cream cheese, and cucumber.
I don't know where I was.
Right here.
La La Land, I guess.
I always get too much. So I had a roll and one.
You do always get too much.
I know. I ordered 3 rolls, and I ate 1, and then had an extra one just because I felt like I needed to.
But to be fair, when we do go out to sushi, you usually eat more than 1 roll.
Well, no, I usually have like a roll, and then I have like rice and beef and edamame.
But I'm saying if you didn't have any of that, you could definitely, yeah.
But sushi's one of those things for me where I get full really fast and then like in an hour I'm hungry again.
Yeah.
And I have seaweed salad, so this will last me like literally all day now.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna go to my account and pay a lot of money. It's so weird too. You have to pay for the accountant. You have to pay someone to pay for you to pay to do taxes. Like,
yeah,
I'm paying you so that I have to pay taxes. Like, it makes no sense.
Just it's a middleman to tell you how much to pay to the government. So you're paying somebody to pay somebody else.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It's just like toilet paper. You buy toilet paper to flush it down the drain. Is that crazy?
Well, yeah, you don't want to smell like shit though.
There's bidets, which we have.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess.
I think you would smell more like shit using toilet paper than using a bidet. Because toilet paper, you're just smearing it in.
Yeah, if you don't have, I mean, if anybody's
Hopefully no one's eating.
Yeah. We've been talking about a bunch of stuff. No, definitely get a bidet.
Yes, get a bidet.
It's a life changer. Anyway, that's enough shit talk.
Anyways, guys, I love you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Request what you guys want me to eat. Something that's here, not like anything great. Oh, should do Chick-fil-A. Anyways, okay, bye.